Hello and welcome to this C programming video. I am going to show you the break statement. So the break statement is a very simple thing. If you've watched the switch statement video, you'll remember the break statement from there. So principally it's the same. It breaks out of that little piece of code, that instance. So that for switch statement, it broke out of the switch statement. For a loop, it can be while loop, do while loop, for loop. I use for loop, but it can be any type of loop. It just breaks out the whole loop. That's what it does. So let me show you. For the for int I equal to 0, I less than 10, I plus plus. And let's say if I want to print out the square of I, so if I want to put printf percent I squared is percent I, and then we'll just put percent I, then we'll put I, and then I times by I. We'll put a backslash n, and I'll show you how this runs right now before we do any break statements. So there we go. So 0 will be, there we go, 0 squared is 0, and it goes all the way to 9 squared, which is 81. Okay, so but what if we want to do a check and say we only want the squares that are below 50, for example? So if, and we know after they get above 50, they're just too big now for whatever reason. If let's say I multiplied by I is greater than 50, then if we put a break here, what this is saying is get out of the nearest for loop. So it gets out of this for loop. One thing to bear in mind is if you have a for loop inside of a for loop and you break outside of the inner for loop, or any loop, for example, the inner loop, you only break outside of that loop. The outer loop will still run, which means you can technically still go into another set of that inner for loop, but you'll be with a different value from the outer loop. If that was a bit confusing, feel free to join the Discord group and post in the programming channel. We will help you out, but hopefully that helped a bit. That can be a bit confusing as well. So let's give this a run. There you go. It has no longer got to here. What it basically did was it just broke out of it. It says, okay, it's hit here and break, and that basically takes the code execution to here, to the end of the curly brace for the for loop. So that's it for the break statement. If you have any questions, feel free to join the Discord group. There's a link in the description, and feel free to post in the programming channel as I mentioned earlier. Happy New Year. Hopefully you've been enjoying the tips and tricks shorts that I've been doing on a regular basis. I'm going to be uploading a bunch more today. Let me know what you think of them, and if there's any particular type you want to do, or you want me to do, because I've done some Visual Studio Code, some Visual Studio, some NFT, some crypto. There's going to be just any type of short that I can think of to help people out. So thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.